Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, Romo. 22, Jet, Romo. 22.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, this is Jennings. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double time. You got 4.
Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. Benjamin's got it. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Well, he tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Strip that ball. Watch the safety 61. Match box right. 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They were looking for Marshall that time. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jennings has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. On first down, Benjamin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go, here we go. 7 Indy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Come on out here, come get some. 80 weapons. Come out here, come get some. He don't want it. Jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Kill. He's checking.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 57 the mark.
Jackson on 1st down. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Down. 30 base. 52 right here. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. X3. 218. Chop.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Ravens' 12-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it. You got it.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try and run it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check it back, check it back.
On third down, Benjamin. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check 24. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Taking a shot here for Marshall. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Marshall, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, Benjamin. And some room to run now. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
You draw quarter. Let go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Jackson now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 23-yard run as the Ravens push further out in front. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Set. 18 Gators.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Big River. Big River.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
18 Gator. Christian Travis.
Stand situation. Let's go.
Five.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Brian Burns able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a handoff working right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
70, Indy. 2-jet bomber, 2-jet bomber. Switch. Kill. Slam. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. And now here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now they try the right side here, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll set up a throw. It's Ross, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Set 30 base.
Use the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Fine.
A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump off.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
At the 48-yard
Set. AT Gator.
brings up 2nd and 1.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
50, play.
We call that sack. You can choose the mic. Watch
Snap.
And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Three bud. Go. I need one over here. Hurry. 57.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on tap.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, go.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. Trotty. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.